The following is a special presentation exclusively on Time Warner Cable. Brought to you by Roadrunner High Speed Online, Golden Empire Transit, Crab Radio, and Fox Sports Radio.
We have a big family, and it's hard getting together sometimes. Now they get runs on Sundays, we can meet for lunch and do some shopping.
Make life a little easier and ride Get any day of the week.
I love my job, but getting here and home used to be difficult. Now that Get runs later at night and on weekends, my life is a lot easier.
Make life a little easier and ride Get evenings and weekends.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
People everywhere are finding relief with Roadrunner High Speed Online. Let's find out why.
When I had dial-up, I was knocked off while I was shopping online. It steamed me. Meep, meep. That bad old putty tech was hogging the internet. Granny couldn't talk on the phone.
Jumpin' Juniper, you mean you can be on the phone and the internet at once?
Meep, meep.
No more busy signals, less earthly confusion.
Don't wait to hear more. Call 323-4TWC today to get free installation. Roadrunner High Speed Online. Let's go.
Fox NFL Sunday, this is our first day.
We are saying thank you to one of the greatest hockey players ever to play the game.
For the third time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
Time Warner Cable. Roadrunner High Speed Online. Golden Empire Transit. Crab Radio. And Fox Sports AM 800. Present the high school football game of the week.
Welcome to tonight's Prep Football Game of the Week from Stockdale High School as the Mustangs take on the Centennial High Golden Hawks. Stockdale's lost a couple of games in a row, including a shutout loss to North. Centennial is rolling.
Yeah, Centennial is doing what they do best. They control the ball on the ground with Williams and Montgomery, and then Crosby gives them accuracy from that quarterback position. But Stockdale have a really big game from Betty and then Freeman. Those are the two horses that to carry them in the defense to get some turnovers and give them a chance to put some points on the board tonight.
Steve Freeman is the main offensive threat for Stockdale, while Centennial Golden Hawks have a couple of great runners.
Yeah, and I alluded to him earlier, Montgomery, he's like the power back, the bruiser, will block and also runs up the middle. And then Williams, he's the man that makes you miss, and he also has power and some speed.
It's the Mustangs and Golden Hawks tonight on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
You're watching the high school football game of the week on Time Warner Cable.
Hello, sir. I'm from Acme Satellite Dishes.
No thanks, Doc. I got Time Warner Cable.
Don't you wish for a dish?
Nope. Got great channels with cable.
But a dish is a beautiful thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's easy to install.
Uh-huh.
And you can get channels from all over Earth.
Do you charge more for local news and weather?
Who needs that?
I thought I saw a forecast for rain.
Call Time Warner today for special savings on digital cable. Call now.
Fox NFL Sunday, this is our first day.
We are saying thank you to one of the greatest hockey players ever to play the game.
For the third time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
My friends and I ride Get all the time. We don't like to hassle our parents, and we definitely don't want to stay home. Get takes us where we want to go.
Get where you want to go with a Flash Pass, only $25 a month.
We ride Get to keep up with our busy lives. We run all our errands in the same day and save money with the day pass. Get even runs late at night and on weekends.
Ride all day for only $1.75 and save money with Get's Day Pass.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
And from Mustang Stadium, the Southwest Yosemite League matchup of the week is the Golden Hawks and the Stockdale High Mustangs. Centennial this year 5-2-1, Stockdale 5-3. Couple of games left on the season. Stockdale has lost a couple of games back-to-back to Highland 13-10 on the Thursday night here. And then they were shut out last week by North High 21-0.
Yeah, they played a North High team that's really on the rise. We've seen them play good games in the last game we saw against West High. And then Highland, we saw Highland last week. Highland has a defense that's going to stack it in and kept it close. But tonight, they can right the wrong the last 2 weeks with a big game tonight. And, that's what they're going to have to do.
Well, Brian, both teams won the ball effectively. But I think the passing game will be a key component for each club. I think Stockdale has to throw the short game, have to complete those cross patterns over the middle to the tight end. And the same can be said for Centennial.
Yeah, and I think Centennial, Felix is their big play man as a receiver. And Crosby does a good job of throwing the ball on the run. They like to roll him out, and he hits those flats, and he hits Seeley's come on the corners. But I do agree with you. His controlled passing game is the key because neither team really has any burners on the outside that are just going to blow by somebody and make that big play like that. But they do have good players who can catch the ball. They're going to run quality routes. And they can also control the ball like that in the offensive game.
Well, we will see what happens. Stockdale has won once in the series. That was when they were not in the same league, actually, many years ago. But Centennial has dominated the series, but they have been a lot of close games throughout this series between the two teams.
Yeah, and, Stockdale, whatever happened last week, they're going to come back. They're going to be prepared. They're going to be ready. This is a game they get up for. And it's a game, with Freeman at the running back and with a good game from Betty, they can definitely be in this ball game tonight.
Key element of the game last week when Stockdale lost to North High was the fact that North blocked the punt late in the game and kind of controlled the momentum. But, of course, Stockdale with only 10 points in 2 games has to get some offense going besides Steve Freeman. Hit 133 of 170 yards. Pick off the Mustangs. Silver and black in the home field against Centennial. Kickoff run back to the 25-yard line.
Todd Shelton brought down by number 25.
Oh, yeah. Right now they have good flips in the 25-yard line. So they're going to get a chance right now, Mark, to open up their offense. And Freeman is definitely, you're going to key on him. He's going to get the ball. But, again, I think Betty, with his arm strength, his ability to throw the ball on those crossing routes, could be a key component.
Talk about Sam Betty, the quarterback for Stockdale. 6'6", 210. Freeman and Dranzoff at a backfield behind him. Moving left to right here in the first quarter. Steve Freeman, who has run the ball the most of any running back here in the area as far as carries per game in the high 20s. And, of course, takes that ball off the right side.
Yeah, he's definitely a workhorse back. He's going to get the ball. He knows he's getting the ball, and he takes care of the ball. That's the other thing that I like about him. He doesn't put the ball on the ground a lot. He's physical, he's fast, and he's definitely one of the best backs in the area.
About 6 feet, about 195 pounds. Gained some bulk over the last couple of years. Wide right for the Mustangs. Number 4, Todd Shelton. Met his dad prior to the game. We played baseball many years ago. Betting to throw from the 22. Protection breaks down, run to a 30, 35, hit and dropped. Close to a first down marker. Number 45 for the Golden Hawks on defense, Ben Davis.
And right here, Betty's going to drop back. He doesn't have anybody open. He pump fakes, and now he takes it. He's going to beat you with his feet. He comes down, makes a little stutter step, buys a couple more room, picks up a first down. That's a great decision of not to force the ball in there. And a lot of times, you might have a quarterback with a strong arm who will try that. But he did a great decision-making process.
Zach Drowns off 39, and Steve Freeman number 1 in the back from behind Betty. Receivers to each side for Stockdale. First and 10, they're on 35. Steve Freeman down to the outside, dragged down. They may lose a half yard, but a quick Golden Hawk defense. They were very tough to run against.
Well, they are. They shut down another runner who's really one of the better runners in the area as well, and Thomas Stansel. We saw that game. So, this defense, they're going to make it tough for you to run. I do think the place that you've got to get Centennial is passing the ball behind the linebackers and challenging the corners. Although there is one corner that you do want to stay away from, and that's Ryan Alexander, who did a good job against Blake Mackey.
Mackey, yes, at BHS. Come out with a couple of receivers to the right, Stockdale. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. I formation at their own 35-yard line. Centennial 6 guys up front. Play action pass. Betty to throw. Out pattern. Caught. Great catch to the 45. They'll be short of the first down. Mustangs on the move, number 80. He caught a touchdown pass in the other game we did.
Just an out, and he's going to leave his feet, sails out, snatches the ball. That's a great catch on any level.
Now, the kind of receptions you have to beat a team like Centennial. Third and short for the Mustangs, 9:55 to play in the first quarter. We're on the Stockdale side. They're definitely pumped up for this encounter. Stockdale has to win to probably have a playoff spot. Freeman to the outside, first down, midfield 50, driven back. I thought that the tight lineup on the left side for Stockdale moved too early, but the officials didn't catch it.
Yeah,
they moved forward.
The only thing moving on this drive now is the chain so far.
New little chain gang.
But I like the way that they're mixing up their running and passing, you know, and this is a good job so far on this opening drive. They have to continue. They have 50 yards to go to pay dirt, and they have to continue to keep moving like this because you can see the defensive alignment. Centennial is in that 8-man front. They have 8 guys in there, sometimes even 9, depending on the formation of the Stockdale Mustangs.
First and 10 for the Mustangs. Betty looking to throw. Right side, here comes the pressure. Gets away, midfield 50 to the 45. Duke's runner out of bounds. Got about 6 or 7 yards for Sam Betty, who is showing his running prowess this evening on a block by Steve Freeman, number 1.
You know, and he's just making good decisions so far. I mean, he's stepping back. He's going through his reads. He's not looking at one receiver. You can already tell that. He doesn't have anybody open. He takes the ball because they dropped back that time and covered good for the Golden Hawks. He breaks through, picks up 5 yards.
Stephen Avellay, number 78. Chris Bradden, number 68. Jason Hand, 51. Matthew Nichols, 84. Philip Thornburg, 56. Alex Watt, 65 up front for Stockdale. Freeman, the ball carrier, slices his way to about the 41-yard line. And they will be close to another first down. So the Mustangs mixing it up, moving the ball against Centennial. 15, Justin Crane, outside linebacker, making the tackle for the Golden Hawks.
Well, you know, that's what you have to do. You watch your film. You have to come up with the best game plan that you feel to have success. And sometimes you have to come in saying, you know what, right there we're seeing the run. But sometimes you have to come in and say, you know what, running might be a little tough, but if we can get the ball off passing and loosen them up, then we can open up some room for Freeman.
They're in Centennial territory at the 41. Maybe a legal procedure against Stockdale. 5 yards.
Against Stockdale.
You know, that's something you don't want to see when you have a rhythm going.
Yeah, third one,
which is a great third down play for you to have because you can run, pass, bootleg. I mean, the whole playbook is open.
Yeah.
But, you know, now you're pretty much looking at some kind of, you can set up a screen play, out, some kind of run. If you're going to do, you know, I mean, some kind of other pass play, but you definitely took your advantage away.
Matt Scott's wide slot right for Stockdale. Betty looking over the defense. Play action, the throw. Here comes the pressure. He rolls to his right, looking downfield. Hit and drop. Big loss. Punting time for Stockdale. Looking downfield for number 4, Todd Shelton.
And Alexander had him covered up there. And it was a situation where that penalty ended up hurting the play right here. There's pressure. He gets outside the contain, which is good, but there's nobody at the road. Everybody's covered right there. 2 receivers out in the pattern. They're swallowed up. And it's a sack. And you can get that sack to the secondary. It's just called a covered sack.
Jeff Baker gets a sack. It could have been our Roadrunner High Speed Online Speeds for the Week in Game 1 when we had them play East High. Baker had a great game.
And he plays with that kind of intensity that the Roadrunner High Speed Online Speeds for the Week is about. He uses his speed and his motor's always going, and he makes plays for this defense.
Getting real participation in the call against Centennial.
A penalty against Centennial, but still 4th down, 4th and 9 for Stockdale. Chris Houston back deep for the Golden Hawks at his own 15. Beautiful punt. Drives into the 15, looking right, calls a cut back upfield. And down to the 17-yard line. The Mustangs are hot. They're due for a pump tonight. First quarter, 7:18 to play. No score between the Mustangs and the Golden Hawks.
And that really is a good punt, good coverage. You pin the returner into the corner. Your coverage is down there. There's no way to get to the outside to where his players were to Golden Hawks were there to block for him, and you hit him inside the 20s. So that's great coverage now. The defense has to come out. They have to be tough against this physical offensive line for Centennial and tough running from Montgomery and Williams.
And Jeff Crosby, the quarterback for the Golden Hawks. He'll have Montgomery. And Williams behind him, 2 receivers wide to the right. There's Kelly Williams. Picks his way across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Kelly with over 1,000 yards this year. Having a fine season for Centennial in his senior year.
Well, he's been a good running back for 3 years. 1 year at guard since when I first started with him, we saw him. And then last year, Centennial, this year again. You know, I was watching him put those receivers out in the slot. There's going to be some room to pass against this Stockdale defense when they go into the slot. If they're going to try to split the distance between the slot man and the tackle.
Well, the Stockdale defense has given up over 2,000 yards this year. Centennial has rushed for about 1,900, passed for 753, total yards about 2,600. Williams again, heads to 25, bounces off and down. Third short for the Golden Hawks in their own territory. He has 14 touchdowns this year, has averaged about 6.4. Mike Montgomery, his running mate, has run for about 700 yards, 11 touchdowns, and averages 7.1. So these guys not only are power runners, they can take it the distance.
Yeah, we've seen Montgomery do that, you know, and to get 700 yards as the secondary back in terms of running, that's a great feat, an accomplishment.
Of course, Mike blocks a lot for Kelly. Mike's about 215, Kelly 205. So, running core for the Golden Hawks. There's Williams, tries to bounce out, breaks attack the 30-yard line. He has the first down for Centennial. They're blocking up front. The rest was KW.
And that's what makes him such a tough back to tackle, because he's a big and physical back right here. He takes the pitch. He's going to dip outside and runs through a tackle, and then has a nose to that first down and picks it up.
That was Casey Tillemeyer leading the charge for him, number 77. 5:35 to play in the first. And no score between the Mustangs and the Golden Hawks. Jeff Crosby with a long count looking right. Sets up the throw. The pass complete to the far side. Houston. Close to the first down across the 40-yard line. Maybe just shy.
And that's one of my favorite pass plays right there. You have secondary players off. Crosby steps up, 3-step drop, gets rid of the ball on a slant, on a hitch, and then Houston's one-on-one. If he makes a guy miss, even if he doesn't make a miss, makes a big play, he's picked up 8 or 9 yards. So, I mean, that's just an easy pitch and catch for a quarterback and receiver to accomplish.
Michael Caraway left corner on that side for Stockdale. Leaving on this side, number 5 is Ron Easter. Inside handoff for the first down for the Golden Hawks. Ryan Kidd, number 2. Full of DBs with Stockdale up front. Pete Baird, number 43. Joseph Espejo, number 51. Nick Hopper, another DE, number 21. Matthew Nichols, number 84. Linebackers, Ryan Decker, 33. Jared Giergan, number 44. Michael Glendale, number 29. And Chad Skills, number 81. Glendale's number 19, I should say. 4:35 to play in the first. And the Golden Hawks at their own 46-yard line. 3 receivers to the side for Crosby and company. Montgomery, the ball carrier, powers his way into Mustang territory, the 49-yard line.
And I like that
look there for Centennial.
And what I like about it is you force a team to play either pass or run, and that's one of the things that you see in pro games and college, why they go to the slots and 3 receivers, or Florida, the 4 receivers, you have to make a choice. Do we defend the pass? You defend the pass, it's susceptible to the run. And if you're going to take away the run, then you're going to be open to the pass.
Well, defensively this year, Stockdale has given up 844 yards on the ground, over 1,100 yards passing. First down by Kelly Williams across the 45. 2,042 yards they have allowed and 153 points. They have gained about 2,300 yards coming in, so they're almost balanced right there. 5-3 their overall record. Centennial 5-2-1. Well, the Golden Hawks lost to Clovis, defeated Central, and they tied Clovis West, or should I say Clovis West tied them.
Yeah.
And, of course, they got beat by BHS by 2 points, so they played a very tough schedule. They've been right there.
Well, that's what makes them so tough, and at the end of the year, they're ready for playoff and trying to win a championship because they play those difficult schedules at the beginning of the year.
Looked like somebody on the Stockdale defensive line was in the neutral zone. So maybe 5 yards with the Mustangs. Offsides. 3:29 to play in the first. Centennial on the move inside the Stockdale 40-yard line at the 38. 1st and 5 to do something here.
You know, that's going to, again, open up your playbook. And I think Stockdale's going to have to get to the point where they're going to do some kind of risk and gambles on defense with some blitzes, some run blitzes, and dropping back and changing their coverages. They're going to do something to disrupt the rhythm of the Centennial Golden Hawks.
Williams in motion. Garrett wide, flanked out wide left. There's a screen to Montgomery to the 40. 35, cuts back 30-yard line. 25, and finally down. Mike Montgomery is a low to bring down, and he gives Centennial another first down, number 34.
Yeah, right here he's gonna go out to his left on a screen play. Good execution. Crusher does a good job waiting to the last minute to get rid of it. He's a hard guy to tackle. You can't tackle him with your arm. You have to wrap him up. He makes a cut back, and then right here you're gonna see this is how you tackle Montgomery. You wrap him up, and even still, it's a chore to get him down, as you see as he drives forward and almost always seems to go forward on his hit.
Jared Gilgan, number 44, with a hit on Montgomery. But before Mike picked up the first down. Nice cutback move on Mike. Crosby, play action, looking right. The pass complete, first down. Inside the 15-yard line for the Golden Hawks. Number 15 for Centennial for the reception.
And they just ran a flutter route. And again, like I said earlier, I like to roll Crosby out a little bit. He rolls out just a few steps, throws out into the little bit past the flats on the out route. And right there, it's a good pickup and first down. They're moving the chains again. That's what I said in the beginning of the telecast, that he is an accurate quarterback. And they throw passes and they get him open, man, he hits them.
Justin Crane, Montgomery up the middle, touchdown Centennial. Well, they blossom him up front. The Golden Hawks offensive line.
Well, they're physical, and we've seen them do this. They did it to BHS. They will wear you down, and they just will punish you. That offensive line will. And Montgomery run the ball, punishes you when he runs, and right there he blasts in for a touchdown.
Remember, Mike had that reception on the screen pass and made a nice cutback. Got the first down. You have the reception to Crane, and Montgomery up the middle. So, of course, we have to give credit to that Centennial offensive line, which kind of makes it happen up front.
Well, you also get credit to Coach Nixon and the staff. You know, they marched down 83 yards and, passing the ball, running the ball. Here's the run right here. It's just a dive play, and he's not even touched until he doesn't even get touched really all the way in. But, they threw in a screen pass. They rolled the quarterback out, hit a player in the flat. So they did a lot of different things. So, they've already showed the Stockdale team that there's just more than Montgomery and Williams in the backfield running the ball.
Well, we had a reception to Chris Houston on the other side, so they utilized a number of different players in that drive.
Sullivan will kick off for Centennial. Deep to receive for Stockdale. Number 4, Todd Shelton.
7-0 Golden Hawks. 2:17 to play in the first quarter. They're kicking off to the Mustangs. And Centennial showing some of their offensive arsenal. Mixing things up very nicely on that drive for them. Golden Hawks play North next week. That could be for the SW Wild Championship. North is surprised team in the whole city. 6 consecutive wins, 6-2 overall, 3-0 in league. They're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to control their own destiny. They have to get through tonight, and then they have to, next week, if Centennial gets through here. If Centennial doesn't get through here, they're still they control their own destiny.
The Mustangs have to win and then hope. Nice evening here from Mustang Stadium on the campus of Stockdale High School. We saw the Golden Hawks against East in the opening game of the year. They won 27-0. We also saw them against BHS when they lost 12-10, a game that could have gone either way.
And they were more impressive to me in the 12-10 loss than they were in that 27-0 victory. Although anytime you always want to win, but their defense is really what surprised me in that game. I didn't know how they would deal with the speed of the drillers, and they contained it.
Neutralized it.
That offensive line, and some of those guys play both with, like Tillemeyer, they neutralized on the defensive line as well, and they control the line of scrimmage, and that's their strength.
Line drive. kickoff to the 5 to the 10-yard line. There's a flag down. A tackle out of bounds on the 22-yard line. That's probably against Stockdale.
Yeah, they're going to bring that one back.
They're already down 7-0. They will start this drive deep in the shadow of their own end zone.
You know, Stockdale has to go back to what they did in that first drive. That, you know, really just had that penalty that halted the drive. They're calling a holding play, holding penalty. There's the on the return, picks it up on the 1-yard line there.
That's Brian Easter.
And Easter's going to try to make something happen. And right here we have a little hit on the back. And, you know, when those numbers, one of the things they teach is if you see the numbers, just put your hands up. And, you know, if the player turns into you, that's fine. But you don't hit the man when you see numbers.
They don't do it right in front of the official. Better to throw from his end zone, rolling out to the 5-yard line and goes down to 9. It was looking downfield for a couple of receivers. Centennial had him very well covered. Betty did a good job running for his life, going out of bounds, gain of about 5 or 6 yards.
And that, I mean, he's picking 5 or 6 yards up a pop. You know, you take away except for that sack, he's done a good job of running the ball for the Mustangs here tonight.
Reminds me of like James McGilder for BHS when he was a quarterback there in the Valley Title game. 2nd and 5 for Stockdale. Nice move by Freeman. First down, Moore to about the 22-yard line. Stephen Freeman, senior running back. Another 1,000-yard year for him.
And you're going to watch Freeman get the ball right here. He's in the backfield. He's going to make a nice move, a cut right there. And he's going to hit it upfield. Right here, he puts his shoulder down and gives the secondary player a little something to think about when they come back up the next time.
Well, Steve, this year, 13 touchdowns, an average of 5 yards a carry. Almost 1,200 yards on the ground. Now the ball again. Bounces off a tackle. Pulls his way to about the 24-yard line. But it's so tough to run against Centennial. You have to pass the ball because they are just they're animals out there against the rush.
Yeah, you know, well,
swarm to the ball.
They do, but Stockdale's already shown they're going to pass the ball. They're going to set up. They're going to try to get the ball off and passing. So you have to think about that. They just keep completing some passing. If it's not open, Betty just keeps picking up 5 yards.
3 receivers wide to the right for Stockdale here late in the first quarter. Betty roamed to his right. Freeman blocking the pass complete to Shelton. Thrown out of bounds at the 31-yard line, close to the first down. Depends where they mark it. Probably mark it at the 30.
And here it is right there. Just a quick out to the flats. Catches it. Gets tackled and is close to the first down.
Todd Shelton, number 4. After 1, it is Centennial 7, Stockdale nothing on CNNSI. Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
People everywhere are choosing digital cable over satellite and adding Roadrunner high-speed online, all from Time Warner Cable. Let's find out why.
And one call gets it all, Doc. I watch great TV, rain or shine.
That's really entertaining.
I'm on the internet in a nanosecond.
That's really fast.
And I can do them both at once.
That's really amazing.
One at a day, another miracle.
Call Time Warner today for special savings on digital cable and Roadrunner. Call now.
Players ever to play the game. For the 3rd time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
Stockdale with the ball as we begin the second quarter. Stephen Freeman. First down and more to about the 40-yard line. Hit by 3 and 4 Golden Hawks. If you'd like a copy of tonight's game, you can give us a call at 322-1941, 322-1941. Call us at Time Warner Cable. Freeman looking very strong, winning the ball here early in the game.
Well, I think the alleys are opened up because they have been passing the ball. So, you know, once that's established and you have success, the defensive coordinator really, he has to just kind of try to guess what you're going to do next and try to put the appropriate defense out there to stop it. And if he's wrong, then it's going to be a big play on a running game.
The Mustangs have a 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line against the Golden Hawk defense. Kevin Savanakam, Juan Alexander to the corners, free safety Matt Vance. Linebackers Justin Crane, Matt Mutzlau, Kevin Porter, Brandon Whitton. Down lineman Jeff Baker, Ryan Womack, Ben Davis, Mark Stramaglia. There's Freeman again. Tries to slice for a hole as closed very quickly by the Golden Hawks off the left side.
You see, when you can set your defense up, and you as a defensive coordinator, you pretty much know they're going to run the ball, and you can set the defense up. It makes it difficult for any team to run, no matter who the back is, who the line is. But when you have them off balance, they don't know when you're going to run or pass. Then it makes it a little more difficult because if you set that run defense up and they have a pass play, it's a completion. And if you set a pass defense up and it's a running play, running back makes one player miss, it could be a big run, 1st down or more.
Out of Mustangs have 2 receivers wide to the right. 2nd and 9 for Stockdale. Golden Hawks showing blitz. Here comes the blitzer. Betty unloads it, incomplete. I guess they won't call intentional grounding. Would have been a big loss for Stockdale.
Well, right here,
Brandon Whitton into a
he's trying to do a screen pass right there to his tight end. Now, this is a good job of using his strength and getting rid of the ball. Tight end's right there, and he wasn't able to complete it. And it's not a live ball; it's dead ball. So it'll be 3rd and 9. This is not the kind of down you want to be in. As we see Shelton come back on the field, and he was off momentarily. And they're saying that he has a sprained foot that he's had problems with for about a month, and he's playing through it, so it aggravates it from time to time. And we may see him take a few plays off and then come back, but he's their best receiver.
Whitton was red dogging all the way on that, number 42 for Centennial. 3rd and 9 for Stockdale. Shotgun formation for Sam Betty. Freeman in motion. Betty, quarterback keeper. That's the 50, 1st down to the 45. They can't bring him down. 1st down for the Mustangs.
And that's a great call right there. You know he's had success on plays that weren't designed for him to run, but right there you spread him out. You put Freeman in motion. He goes out the receiver. It's open. I mean, he takes a step, and he goes right now. He goes, and he picks up that 1st down. I mean, right now they have it going on. And he's picking up big yards against the Centennial defense, which doesn't give up a lot of yards running.
Matt Vance, number 12 on the attack for the Golden Hawks. 1st and 10 for Stockdale. As Freeman to the 40-yard line. Whitton just misses the tackle in the backfield.
And I like this. What I like is that they recognize right here it's just a draw play off the shotgun formation. What I like is they recognize that Centennial is going to bring some pressure on him. Take the quarterback, put him in shotgun. Now he's able to see the pressure. And you hand the ball. You can still run from a shotgun formation, and it can be quite effective.
Especially when you're 6'6", 210. 2 receivers wide from the Mustang. Shotgun. Freeman in the backfield to the 40. Hit and drop hard. Couple of Golden Hawks in his face. Number 51, Mark Stramaglia.
You know, and you can see right there, they're waiting for the run. They're covered the run. Penetration right there. Linebackers come off. Everybody's there. You know, and they're waiting for it.
That's what you call a sandwich job, complete with relish. 3rd and 7 for the Mustangs at the Golden Hawk 40-yard line. 2 receivers tripped out wide right. Betty, play action fake on the right sidelines, incomplete. Triple coverage, here comes the flag. Todd Shelton, the intended receiver. He was diving for the football.
You know, and Todd Shelton's giving
calling a hold.
They must. I know it's not going to be on the Stockdale player. And we'll see. But that's another way to pick up a first down right there.
Pass interference call against Centennial.
They pump fake the quick screen to the outside receiver. Shelton swung around on a roll, and it was hard to see where anything was right there, but the referee called it. And it'll be first down Mustang.
9:04 to play in the first half. The Golden Hawks 7, Stockdale nothing. They'll watch right. Freeman up the middle, 25. To about to 23. Little Mustangs right. Open up the middle for Stephen Freeman.
And here's Freeman right there. He's designed to go off tackle to the right. He cuts it back. And it makes a good play. It's just good vision on Freeman's part and a great run.
Okay, the Mustangs. Left hash mark. Now the Golden Hawk 18-yard line. Shelton wide left. Petty. Freeman again. Hit and dropped in the backfield. Nice penetration by number 35, Jeff Baker. Kind of tripped him up.
Now, I'll tell you what I like to see on maybe one of these first down plays for Stockdale is to get Shelton one-on-one on the outside, because he runs good routes. He ran good routes against Foothill, and he catches the ball well. And see if you can get him one-on-one on that outside with the player.
Well, we called Baker's name a few times tonight. 5'7", 180. He's very quick off the ball, and he makes things happen.
He does. Like I say, he has that energy, and he plays with that aggression and energy the whole game.
Third and short for the Mustangs. Now the Golden Hawks might be in the neutral zone. They were coming on a blitz. Wickton again, number 42, but I don't think he was the first guy there for Centennial. As against the Golden Hawks. Trying to be very aggressive on that short play. And we'll go Stockdale first down, 1st and 10.
Centennial is a great defense. And they're not used to being driven on like this. But, what makes them great is that they change it. They don't play the same thing every time. They change up and they mix it up. But right now, they're on their heels, and Stockdale's doing a good job of keeping them off balance.
Goes for first a shot while he throws the ball. Into the end zone. Picked off, I think. But there's a flag down. Stockdale offensive backfield.
They're saying he hit the ground.
We'll see what the flag's all about. It's against Stockdale.
It's a holding. But I tell you, Sheldon had him open, and he's just a little late, but it was a good call and a good play. Just couldn't get it executed on that.
No, DB just waited for that ball. But a flag was thrown before the pass.
Yeah, the pass is being thrown in, but the receiver was open well before then when he almost about 2 steps into the reverse. And he had 2 receivers open. He had a tight end wide open, too, so he had a pick, and they just weren't able to execute.
Well, you know how it is when halfbacks or wide receivers throw a pass, they tend to wait a little bit too long. 1st and 25 for the Mustangs. The Golden Hawk 28-yard line. Stephen Freeman to the 25. That's about it, 23-yard line. Stacked up by the Golden Hawks. Baker, Kevin Porter, number 41. Womack. The Mustangs were driving. Out of 1st and 10, now they have 2nd down and 20. And Golden Hawk territory at the 23-yard line. Matt Scott, wide right for the Mustangs. Scott Shelton over there. Freeman behind Betty. Betty to throw. Wide open man. Touchdown! Stockdale Mustangs! Somebody missed an assignment.
Yeah. They went man-to-man, and I told you, I really like Betty's arm. It's the second game I've had a chance to watch him. And in warm-up, he has a strong live arm. And right there, had 3 receivers split out. One went out to the wheel, one went to the post, and somebody got mixed up, and there's a man wide open.
Mark Perez, the kick PATs, was a man wide open for Stockdale, number 80. He will try to tie this game up. He had a good game against Foothill. The telecast that we did. PAT is up, it's good.
He's having a good game tonight, too. He made a great catch early on that first drive, and then right there, he's the wheel route, and he wheels out and catches a touchdown.
Well, both teams mix it up very well, show a lot of balance in their touchdown drives. Well, a very exciting game.
And we're going to see the end right here. This is going to be Perez wide open. Makes the catch, stays in bounds, and touchdown.
And who will be the Roadrunner High School Online Speedster of the Week tonight?
And that might be that's in the running. That's our first really big play and big use of speed. So Perez has put himself in there.
It will be cool for a defensive player to get that award.
We've had a defensive player win it. We had in the BHS game, he got the interception. Shirley.
Oh yeah.
Josh Shirley won it with the interception against Centennial, which really, you know,
he's a tough player.
Yeah.
I've been most impressed with him in the 2 games we've seen him. Very physical.
And he's starting to play on offense, too, which I think is going to be a big plus for that Driller offense because he's able to catch the ball and make big plays.
He has good size. He runs well. Plays offense and defense extremely well. The best hitter on their team and the best cover man for BHS. 7-7 ball game. The ball will take a mill to about the 30-yard line and beyond for the Golden Hawks. I can feel the electricity in the air.
By number 16, Quinn Anthony.
Kevin Sabarak, number 3, bring it back for the Golden Hawks.
And that was a really good return. Great field position to start with. And your offense is doing what it does all the time. And this offense, they move like this methodically. And I'll say it again, it's not really in the first and second quarter where they beat you. It's in the third and fourth when they've worn you down and they start to put it on you.
Well, Kevin is a cornerback for Centennial. And he's a backup running back. Good speed. Crosby to throw. There's a screen left side. Get him about a yard. Great coverage by Stockdale. Number 5 making a play from the Stockdale defense. That will be Brian Easter. Attempted screen, 2nd and 9 for the Golden Hawks.
And that's a tough play. That's a tough man. He stopped one-on-one
Nick
with the
Seeley,
blocker.
yes.
So
Here's to wide right for the Golden Hawks. They have a lot of information from Montgomery and Williams behind Jeff Crosby. Williams. Slice across the 35 to about the 36. And the Mustangs very tough on D this evening. 5:35 to play the first half. At a 7-7 ball game. And the action is getting hot and heavy.
well, you know, this is a position you want to try to put Centennial in. And you got to be careful because this is when they like to run those layer routes and they'll have Seeley sneak by on that deep post. One receiver in the flats and one receiver a little bit deeper.
By Houston on the side. Comes a ball carry, hit hard. He might be shy of the first down.
Yeah, depending on the spot.
They drove forward very well after the hit. Decker with attack for the Stockdale Mustangs. One thing about Montgomery and Williams, they run hard and they have second and third efforts. Looked like he'd been about 2 yards shy of the first down. He made it very close. All right, give him a first down. I said KW made the last 2 yards on his own.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big, strong back right here. He just powers up the middle. Contact is up there. He spins off, and he picks up a first down.
They're able to dive forward for an extra yard or 2. Mike Montgomery left side, 45, 47-yard line. So we have the 2 power backs, Kelly Williams, Mike Montgomery. As the Golden Hawks coming back on this drive and trying to stick it to Stockdale.
Yeah, I mean, you watch Montgomery, you really can't see him in the pile, but you just see guys bouncing off. And the next thing you know, the referee spotted and it's 5 or 6 yards.
Well, the screen pass only gave him about a yard gain. Cincinnati have been running power football with Williams and Montgomery. 2nd and 4. Quarterback keep by Crosby. Nice push up front by the offensive line. And he may have the first down. And that wasn't because of Jeff Crosby's bulk. It was from the big guys up in front.
I thought it was Crosby pushing everybody back. Oh, yeah, the big fellas did a good job right there. You're going to see them. They're going to fire off the ball. Good picture right here. You see them just come down. There's Reese, Tillmeyer. They're just pushing it out the way. And then Crosby picks up a first down.
Hickman, Metler, Bean, Matting, Reese, Tillmeyer. They're beginning to exert themselves. 4-8 to play in the first half. At a 7-7 ball game between Centennial and Stockdale. This has been a power drive for the Golden Hawks.
Yeah, but this is what they do. They suck you up. Then all of a sudden, they run a deep corner on you, or they run somebody out. You know, and they kind of like pass on a sneak. They kind of sneak passes in on you, but they're accurate. I mean, in 3 years I've been doing this with you, they're accurate passes. They're quarterbacks. They don't throw a lot of bombs downfield, but they hit a lot of rollouts, and they hit players right in the number in stride, so the players have a chance to pick up as much yards as possible.
So it seems like every once in a while they're trying to make a statement with their drive, like this. Stockdale matched them with a touchdown. The Golden Hawks will come back here. Just try to take a right two, Stockdale.
Well, you know, I think when that's your bread and butter, that's what you do best. I think you have to do it, especially if you have a team that you feel just maybe is not able to stop you consistently.
Now we have White and Houston wide to the right for Centennial. Pitch back. Keller Williams. Go outside. Midfield 50. Gets him right to the 45, 44. They kind of have him down for about a 2-yard loss. Picks up about 3 or 4 yards or more. He's great doing that.
Yeah, he does those little nifty, nimble moves right here. You think he's stopped, but he never quits. He's looking. Plants, makes a good setup, and he's strong. I mean, that's the thing I think, you know, it's hard to see on TV is his strength. He's able to just throw guys off, and he just powers over a couple players and picks up positive yardage when it should have been negative yardage.
Let that defensive flow go by him. 2nd and 7. Montgomery from middle to the 40, 45. Flag is down to the 30, 25, 20. Mike Montgomery finally goes down to the 18.
But that's probably going to come back. It's thrown in the holding zone.
Holding the ball against Centennial.
That's against the Golden Hawks.
I mean, but right then, I mean, you can just see Montgomery's power. I mean, he picks and powers through, then he takes off and picks up a big game, but it's all for naught because it's coming back due to the hold.
You know, Mike is very quick off that ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great fullback. I mean, you talk about a high school fullback, what else could you want? A guy that he catches the ball, he blocks, and then when you give him the ball to run, he runs hard, he runs physical, and he can bust big plays for you as well. So
he's a little to bring down for a DB.
You know what I mean? He has that low center of gravity, and he's a defensive back nightmare, you know, when you see a guy that size coming through.
2nd and 15 from the Golden Hawks in their own territory at the 47-yard line. Crosby, play action. Here comes the push from the outside. They'll throw him down at the 49-yard line. Number 43.
That's Barry right there with a
Barry
coming off his corner at the defensive end, and just he's unblocked, and he goes out here, makes the sack.
Well, he's only 182 pounds, but like Baker of Centennial, very quick.
Yeah, you know, he wasn't accounted for. And what you would do if when you have the technology and able to do it like you do in a college or a pro game, you'll come back and tell the running back to chip him. So he stops him with momentum to give your quarterback a chance to set up.
Almost shotgun Crosby. Montgomery back to over the middle of the pass. Incomplete. It could have been caught by number 15 for the Golden Hawks. Justin Crane should have had it.
And right here, Crosby stops. He sets up. He sees his player. I mean, look, watch how accurate this pass is. I mean, it's right there in the numbers. It's not so hard, and it's just, unfortunately for the Golden Hawks, it's dropped, and fortunately for the Mustangs, they're punting the ball.
Well, it could have been a first down for Centennial, but it's 4th down for the Golden Hawks, and they pull it away.
It could have been more than just the first down.
White with a beautiful punt. High. Dropped by Shelton to the 10-yard line. Now he runs it to about the 15. He kind of hesitated after he dropped that punt, booming punt.
Well, I think he called a fair catch, and when he caught it, he was worried about the official call, but the official never blew the play dead. Being smart, he started running. You know, you can hear the Centennial Golden Hawks coaching staff. They want a 5-yard penalty, but how do you penalize the guy? He called a fair catch. He mishandled it. He caught it. He looked at the referee as to like the ball's dead, and the referee never blew the whistle, so you have to play on.
But John, if you call for a fair catch, you can't run with the football.
No, and it normally is a penalty, but when you don't run, he paused. He waited. The referee never blew the whistle. You don't stand there and get killed.
Right.
I mean, he has to make a play. That's the official's fault right there if there's a 5-yard penalty, or the official decides to play on. Either way, until you hear a whistle, you continue to play. So the Centennial Golden Hawks should also continue to play.
Let's go!
Okay, the Mustangs in their own territory at the 12-yard line. 7-7 game, 2:17 to play in the second quarter. Sam Betting coming up to the ball. The Golden Hawks on D. Has problems with a snap. Runs out of it. Hit and drop after a spin move at the 12-yard line.
Yeah. You know, that play was kind of doomed from the start. A little fumbled handoff attempt in the back, but fakes it. And right here, doesn't get outside.
Yeah.
Does a good job protecting the ball, though. You see him take 2 hands, protect the ball. They don't want to give up the fumble at this point in time.
Not there.
You know, and I'd like to know when the last time a team has driven 90-something yards against the Golden Hawks.
Let's go,
Marlon B. is Joseph Clovis. 1:45 to play. Steve from the right side. Hit hard at the 15-yard line. Somebody pumped up the Golden Hawk defense. I like that ball back before the end of the half.
And I think that's a great call. You call a timeout, you have them. You got enough time to get something on there. You pass the ball well enough that you can mount a 30, 40-yard drive if you need to put some kind of points, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown on.
Third line for Stockdale, throwing 15-yard line, 7-7 ball game. 1:29 on the clock here in the first half. Golden Hawks would like to stop the Mustangs on this play. Get the ball back. What do you go for Stockdale? Run the football or throw a short pass? Too much to gamble.
Well, when you've been past the ball, you have players wide open. But do you want to take the chance on getting sacked, a fumble, interception?
How about that quarterback draw?
Your defense, I was going to say, your defense is doing good. I would think some kind of draw either with Freeman or your quarterback. So your defense is playing well enough that you got to believe they can hold for a minute and 29 seconds, which should be less than that.
Miles and Shelton wide to left for the Mustangs. Freeman drowns off in the backfield behind Sam Betty. Sam with a long count. Steven Freeman, 20-yard line. Close to a first down. He may have it up to the 29.
And there's the draw with Freeman, like you said, a quarterback draw, but that draw play with Freeman. And first down. So you right now, you just unless you think you can mount let's see, maybe going 50 yards or so to get into field goal range. I would just run the clock out going to halftime in a tie ball game.
Good job by the Mustangs. Steven Freeman again. To the 30, cuts back, 45. Running hard, losing the ball. Who has it?
Stockdale still has it. Yeah, that's a good call by the officials.
That's a first down for the Mustangs at their own 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, they're finding some room to run against this Centennial Golden Hawk defense with, really nobody's really found a way to really run on it. VHS had struggled and closed past the ball. So right here you're going to see him. He cuts up, has the ball out. Does a good job of getting punched out right there by Matt Vance. I mean, that's just a great play. That's how your coach teach you. Wrap up, and then you go for the punch, and he punches out. And then it just took a fortunate bounce from Stockdale, and they recovered it.
Okay, the Mustangs from their own 40-yard line. 50 seconds to play here in the first half. 7-7 ball game. And they will take their time as they keep the ball away from the Golden Hawk offense. Luck going to the half. Tied up 7-7. No mistakes. Betty with a long count. Grounds off. Hit hard the last scrimmage. Driven down. Here comes the white flag. Probably a couple of words uttered out there.
And you
don't allow too complimentary.
You don't want that. You don't want the clock to stop. You really don't want that to steal because now with 30 seconds, you move 15 yards, another 15-yard play, and you put a team in field goal position. When 30 seconds and one timeout, now you know it changes the plan. If you're the Mustang.
Now Stockdale off the Golden Hawk 45-yard line.
I mean, they can get 25 yards, and they give them a chance to get a 37, 38-yard field goal.
Well, Centennial did a great job on defense and lost to the cool. Now the Mustangs pick up 15 yards. Perez brings
that's
the play.
uncharacteristic of them. They usually don't. You rarely see them get personal fouls of that nature. They might get a 15-yard play, but it's never of that nature that I've seen.
Betty, play action. Midfield 50, looking downfield to Perez. Double cover, incomplete.
I tell you, I mean, this kid's arm is strong and it is live. But, you know, like he just threw it out of the way. I mean, there's nobody going to get it. He threw it all the way out. There's 2 seconds left.
Sullivan come back deep for the Golden Hawks.
Advances
2
back
seconds
there.
on the clock. And 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
I mean,
on the Golden Hawk 45.
With his arm strength, he can easily reach the end zone from here. I mean, you want to take one chance of throwing it down here and see if you can get something. Unless you're just going to run it out.
I would. Pull it up.
You got to get the playoff, though.
Scott Perez, Shelton wide right for the Mustangs. Freeman, a long running back for Sam Betty. He looks at throw, comes the pressure. Steps out of the pocket, looking downfield. Fires it towards the end zone. Knocked down to the 10-yard line. Line drive by Betty. That will do it for the first half. Stockdale 7, Centennial 7. On CNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
Now, more than ever, the fun starts here. The new Roadrunner, the exciting high-speed online service where you can play the Fab Grab to win a trip to the My VH1 Music Awards, live December 2nd in Los Angeles. Plus, tons of cool prizes. Just find the Roadrunner and get an instant win gameplay, plus a grand prize sweepstakes entry. Check Roadrunner's top picks for details and catch the fun. Awarded highest customer satisfaction among high-speed internet service providers by J.D. Power and Associates. Call now.
We have a big family, and it's hard getting together sometimes. Now they get runs on Sundays, we can meet for lunch and do some shopping.
Make life a little easier and ride Get any day of the week.
I love my job, but getting here and home used to be difficult. Now that Get runs later at night and on weekends, my life is a lot easier.
Make life a little easier and ride Get evenings and weekends.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
You have a home video, or 2 or 3, and you want your family, friends, and neighbors to have a copy. Where do you go? Time Warner Productions, of course. We'll make copies of your tape using high-quality professional tape, label it, and house it in a sleeve for protection, and have it ready for you in no time. We accept VHS, SVHS, VHS-C, Betamax, Mini-DV, and 8mm videotape. We'll even convert to and from foreign formats. We can even edit and print pictures from your videos. Got a broken tape? We can fix that too. Just stop by the Time Warner Cable office on Select or call for more information.
Fox NFL Sunday. This is our first day.
We are saying thank you to one of the greatest hockey players ever to play the game. For the 3rd time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
And you're watching the sounds of the Stockdale High School Marching Band. 7-7 game at halftime between Stockdale and Centennial.
video of this player. You're watching the high school football game of the week on Time Warner Cable.
My friends and I ride Get all the time. We don't like to hassle our parents, and we definitely don't want to stay home. Get takes us where we want to go.
Get where you want to go with a Flash Pass, only $25 a month.
We ride Get to keep up with our busy lives. We run all our errands in the same day and save money with the day pass. Get even runs late at night and on weekends.
Ride all day for only $1.75 and save money with Get's Day Pass.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
High school football is back and better than ever from Time Warner Cable and Roadrunner High Speed Online. Each game, a Roadrunner High Speed Online Speedster of the Week will be chosen as the outstanding player of the game during the Time Warner Game of the Week. Tune in to CNNSI Channel 31 and Digital 106 and then dial up KernRR.com to read up on the Speedster of the Week. See streaming video of this player, plus check out high school football stats and commentary from our own play-by-play announcer. An entire webpage dedicated to the information you want to know. Only from Time Warner Cable and Roadrunner High Speed Online.
Come out with a taco pronto.
Now we'll begin the second half from Mustang Stadium on the campus of Stockdale High School. The score is 7-7 between Stockdale and Centennial. A very good ball game, Brian. A game in which both teams have used a lot of balance in their offensive attack, but the defenses have dominated so far.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's really a good battle. The defense have made some plays, and also the offense has done their job. There's been no turnovers, so it's been a well-played ball game.
Kellen Williams takes a second half kickoff to about the 20-yard line and driven down to 22. KW, the starting running back for the Golden Hawks. Over 1,000 yards coming in to the ball game. That was about 6 yards. Well, a Golden Hawk player and a Mustang player kind of gave each other a little nudge after the play, and referees called a foul, a personal foul against Stockdale. And most people didn't see it.
Personal foul to call against Stockdale.
It was as the players were going in opposite directions after the play.
It's always the second one to get caught, it seems like.
So the refs are going to take control of what's happening on the field.
Let them play.
And for Centennial, first down at their own 37-yard line.
You know, once again, Golden Hawks have a good starting field position.
Prospect quarterback. Houston wide right. Kelly Williams left side, hit hard, but drives forward to about the 40 before driven back. But a forward progress will give him again about 2 or 3 yards. I think that tempers will get very, very hot before this game is over with for both teams.
You know, So it's an emotional battle for these teams. You know, these teams year in, year out are battling each other, and you know, they respect each other, but they play hard, and you do that sometimes. Tempers can flare up a little bit, and you just have to control your emotions.
Okay, second down for the Golden Hawks, 2nd and 7. At their own 40-yard line. White for the Golden Hawks. Mike Montgomery, Keller Williams in the backfield, Houston in motion. Jeff Crosby calling signals. There's Keller Williams again. Nice cutback. First down to midfield. Driving hard, Keller Williams. A nice cutback after a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, you know, he's one of those guys, you know, right there you see him going to his right, makes a cutback. But he's one of those guys, you know, you see, they talk about those yak yards after contact. And I mean, he racks them up. I mean, because you hit him, he bounces off, he goes about 2 or 3, 4 more yards.
Let's see if the Golden Hawks really try to get physical in this drive. Houston in motion. Here comes another flag. Legal procedure against the Golden Hawks. 5 yards. That will make a 1st and 15 for Centennial. As we see the Stockdale sidelines. Silver and black like the Raiders. First down throw on 45 for Centennial. Houston in motion. Now we have Keller Williams looking to cut back midfield 50, 45. Gain of 4 or 5 yards. Nice tackle by number 2 for the Mustangs.
Well, they had a 1st and 15, and now they have about a 2nd and 5 after that run. And you see they found there's an opening. That's the second time they run that play with that motion with Houston. He cuts back against the grain, and then picks up about 9 yards in the play.
Ryan Kibb will tackle, number 2 for Stockdale. 2nd and 6. Mike Montgomery powering his way to about the 40-yard line. As they try to rip the ball from his grasp. He is close to a 1st down.
See, they're going to give it to him.
They're going to call it 3rd and very short. Extremely short.
Yeah.
Here's to wide right. Garrett White. Wide to the left for the Golden Hawks. Montgomery and Williams behind Crosby. Montgomery, 1st down. Stays on his feet to the 30. Great bounce to the 25, 20. He may go the distance. Touchdown, Golden Hawks. Mike Montgomery, 40-yard run. Great blocking up front. Busted loose, broke tackles.
Well, that's what makes him dangerous. He runs in there so hard, and he looks like he's able to bounce off of somebody right there. Montgomery bounces off, and then he takes off to the races. He had 8 men in the box. You know, once you break through and the secondary doesn't make a play, he has nothing but green pasture in front of him.
Remember what I told you at the halftime?
Yeah, you did.
Montgomery Williams will break loose for a long run in the second half. That was Montgomery. He has 2 scores tonight. Big Mike. PAT. Jumping is good by Sullivan, Brian Sullivan for Centennial. Now the Golden Hawks come out smoking with their power offense. Mike Montgomery.
I mean, again, it's just a dive play to Montgomery, and he bounces off a tackle right there. It's a miss, another one. And he keeps his balance and shuts another tackler off, and then right there, he just takes off, picks up a little bit of a nudge block to give him the extra time to go, and there it is, touchdown Montgomery.
All of those attempted tackles on Mike Montgomery are going to bring him down.
No, now when you go low, with him,
Stockdale.
you just kind of hit him up high, wrap up, keep your ground, and gang tackle him. And Montgomery just put his bid in for the speedster of the week as he streaked down the middle of the field after that, bounced off a couple of tackles.
Well, here's a guy who has played varsity for Centennial for 3 years. He's been a very hard worker. And done a great job, as you mentioned. Talk about a guy who can block for Williams, catch passes, runs hard, and can break tackles, and taking the distance every once in a while. Had a long run against BHS.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said,
not just a 5-yard runner, in other words.
No, you know, and when you play against Centennial, they're going to face 8-man fronts, and 7 and 9-man fronts at times. And again, if you can break through and you know, you get lucky and have some tackles missed, and also his great running ability, you can break those kind of runs.
Todd Shelton takes a kickoff up to the 15, 20-yard line. Oh, tripped up. Looked like he had a chance to take it some more.
Yeah, and that tackle right there saved a really huge play from Shelton.
I think it was Jeff Baker, 35, who tripped him up from behind.
You know, I think this is a series right here where Stockdale needs to answer back. You know, they need to show that they're in it, and they had to get rhythm going and get right back to doing what they were doing.
Matt Squat, wide left for the Stockdale Mustangs. Grounds off, Steve Freeman in the backfield. Freeman, the ball carries a nice block. Cut back to the 30, 35. Almost fumbles again. But a first down for the Mustangs. That ball came loose just momentarily. But like Burley Williams, he covered it up.
Well, I'll tell you, you know, right here you're going to see Freeman come out, and Zach Dransoff made a great block for him to free him, and ball is close. He's going to really be aware of that ball. They're going to go after it. To hold on with two hands and 2 arms and wrap it up.
Sam Betty calling signal Steve Freeman again. To about the 40-yard line, gain of 4 yards off the left side. 14-7 Centennial. 8:30 to play here in the third. After Mike Montgomery scored from 40 yards away. Broke a couple of tackles. Had great bounce. And exerted himself for that score. In fact, he has both touchdowns for the Golden Hawks tonight. Number 34. Sheldon Scott wide for the Mustangs. 2nd down and 5 from the 40. 4-man front for the Golden Hawks. Wickman showing blitz. Betty rolling to his right, looking downfield, a pass. Complete, 84, first down. Into Golden Hawk territory, the 49-yard line, crossing pattern. First down for the Mustangs.
I tell you, that's a nice play by Betty. Nice call. They got him outside. He's been killing him with his legs earlier. Now he's starting to work on the Golden Hawk defense with his arm.
Matthew
he throws
Nichols
back across his back, his body to Nichols. Nichols makes a great catch with his hands. Sometimes big players, tight ends, they catch the ball with their body, but he snatched the ball with his hands, wrapped it up, and picked up another first down.
Matthew Nichols, 6'2", 218 pounds for the Mustangs. Now they have a first down, 1st and 10 at the Golden Hawk 49. Freeman to the 45. They finally whip him down. There's forward progress. Beats about the 44-yard line. Whitner and company. Making the tackle number 1, Stephen Freeman for Stockdale. He has been running very effectively this evening.
Yeah, I mean, this is his style. He runs hard. He doesn't dance around a lot. He makes a move. He picks a way to go, and he goes. You know, and right now, that's really, he's getting 4 yards a pop, 4 to 5 yards a pop every time he's running the ball.
Well, the Mustangs trying to answer back the Golden Hawk touchdown. Scott wide left. Sam Betty 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, midfield 50. His pass incomplete. Fired it to about the 35-yard line.
Sam Betty's pass intended for number 82,
you know, the ball was thrown really in a good place. He split the 3 defenders and he put it down only where his guy can get it. Gave his chance to make a catch. I mean, he steps up. I like this. I mean, right there he pierced the ball and in and out of the hands and through 2 defenders. So I mean, that's really a good pass.
They will call 3rd and 4 from the Mustangs. Out the Centennial 44-yard line. Betty, the draw to Freeman. Head and drop in the backfield. Great tackle by guess who, number 35. You know who he is, Jeff Baker.
Yeah, Jeff Baker saved a big play right there because there was a lot of room for Freeman. You see right here, it was a draw play. Freeman's going to try to bounce it to his left, and Baker just fights through right there off a block and makes the tackle.
Remember him at the tackle on the kickoff. Jeff Baker once again making his presence felt in this ball game.
They're calling a legal substitution
against the Stockdale Mustangs. Was Todd Shelton in the game or out of the game? He was right on the sidelines.
They're trying to say they didn't. I guess he didn't go all the way in and report in. So. I don't know because I really didn't get a good chance to pay attention to him, but I know he was lining up out there. There was no Golden Hawk nowhere near him.
I used to utilize that playing flag football when I was growing up. The guy thought I left the game, and I'd line up there and catch a post pattern wide open.
You mean you should cheat when you were playing flag football like that? Okay.
Whack. Houston takes it, hit hard immediately, and goes down to the 19-yard line. 6:04 to play in the third. That is Centennial 14, Stockdale 7 from Mustang Stadium. Now Mustangs did a good stop on D.
Well, you know, the Mustangs really have, the 2 punts they've kicked, they've had great coverage. Kicks are high. Gives the coverage team a chance to get down there, right there, 1, 2, 3 yards, and then it's hit. And here comes the silver and black attack.
The Golden Hawks at their own 19-yard line. Chris Houston wide right. They're White to the left side. Montgomery Williams in the backfield behind Jeff Crosby. It's probably the snap. Fumbles it again. Well, that could have been disastrous for the Golden Hawks.
Yeah,
that ball became very, very slippery.
The Golden Hawks got a good bounce right here. See, the ball's going to shoot up on Jeff right here as it comes through, hits him in the face mask, off the chest. He grabs it, runs into Montgomery, ball's to the ground, but he's alert. He falls down on it and secures the ball. Didn't try to make a great play by picking it up and doing anything like that.
I thought he was a second baseman in the World Series. 2nd and 12, Crosby to throw the pass. Complete to Houston. Hit immediately at the 20-yard line and drop. 4 Mustangs on the tackle. Michael Caraway, 24.
They threw a hitch, and right here, Carey's going to get a good drive on the ball right there. He drives through, he wraps up, holds on the leg, and here comes the rest of his teammates and slams Houston down to the ground.
We'll call 4th and 8 for the Golden Hawks at their own 21-yard line.
Well, this is the formation they had earlier where there was a man wide open. You know, it was a drop pass. You got to be careful.
Back to Crosby. Williams slot left. Montgomery runs it again. Hit the 20 and drop.
And that's how you tackle Mike. I mean, you really have to just chest him up and wrap up, because if you try to leg tackle him, he'll run right through that.
Chad Skeels, 81. Well, a big hit for Stockdale. One of the backers of 6'1", 200.
Draw play, third and bunch of, this play is utilized a lot in all even high school and higher levels. Third and lot, you're in your own territory. You just want to keep possession and play a field position game, and you put a draw and punt it.
Garrett White's punt the side of his foot. Have a height but not the distance. And Stockdale be in Golden Hawk territory at the 47-yard line.
Well, you know, the Stockdale offense is really, they're moving the ball. They're doing a good job tonight. They have to, like I said, stay what they've been doing. They have to just stay with it, and they should be okay. I didn't even
4 minutes to play here in the third. First down for the Mustangs. 1st and 10 at the Golden Hawks 46-yard line. Scott White left for Stockdale. Split backs behind Sam Betty. A great opportunity for the Mustangs. Furman hit hard, a backfield drop by Wigton. Hello. I came to play tonight.
Now that's how you want your linebackers filling the hole right there. I mean, Wigton is right there. Just comes all out from his position. We'll see him come into right here and make the hit. Boom. Puts Freeman down the ground.
Wigton and Baker have been sensational for the Golden Hawks tonight.
Well, you don't have a strong run defense without a defensive line linebackers. I mean, that's what shuts it down. And when you have that front 7 or front 7 guys, then, you know, you get your secondary players involved, and it makes them better.
Got Todd Shaw wide left. Here comes a flag. It may be against the Mustangs.
Delay game.
3:15 to play in the third. Centennial 14, Stockdale 7. Now the Mustangs moving back 5 yards. They're back inside midfield, 49-yard line.
You want to get the play in and get up to the line and call your play. Took a little too much time on that last.
Let's get it done. Perez wide left for the Mustangs. Betty play action. Screen. Pass the plate out of the backfield. Throw down. They will lose yardage. Crane.
Stimson got down by number 50.
Well, half the Centennial defense smell that screen play.
From Magla.
And
they smell loud.
Take the marker back a little bit further now. So right here.
We're sitting back.
1, 2, 3. You'll see 3 players real close and coming in this screen. There's 2, and there should be a third one coming in. There he is, and 4. So, I mean, that play was well covered. You know, I like to see Stockdale get back to attacking, you know.
3rd and long for the Mustangs, 3rd and 20. 3 receivers wide to the right. Betty to throw from the 45. Pump fake. Pass over the middle. Picked off! Solomon, 40, 45, midfield 50. Gets a block to the 40. Look at him go to the 45. He was waiting back for that throw. He was just seeking that opportunity.
Yeah, and right there, you know, Betty just didn't take into account that they were in the zone and there was a player on the other side as this man was going to the post. Because see, right there, he's only seeing that side of the field. You can see where his head is. He has the post, and to him, the post route is open. But he doesn't take into account Kevin Savanacam over there, who does a good job of reading the quarterback and coming over making the play.
A nice run back by Kevin. Which one's kickoffs for Centennial?
And that's just really a tough play for any quarterback to make on this level, to take into account this zone and that backside defensive back when you have 3 players over there.
There's some motion. The ball given to Keller Williams. Puts his head down inside the 30. But here comes a flag.
And that's in the holding zone.
Down number 33, Ryan Decker, and number 19, Mike Galindo. Holding the call against Centennial.
Now the Golden Hawks guilty of a holding call.
Yeah, you got to push that back.
That was in Stockdale territory after that pick. 14-7 Golden Hawks, 2:02 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Mustang D has to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm about to say that too. The defense right now, I mean, they still have a chance to keep this game tight. You don't want to go down 2 touchdowns to the Golden Hawks. They will run the ball and ground the game out, and you make it a real quick 4th quarter. But defense can step up right here.
Montgomery Williams behind Jeff Crosby. Crosby to throw. Oh, but complete the White. It's about the 41-yard line. It's a 11 yards or so. Quick slant.
And right here is a quick slant. He had a safety way in the middle of the field. Receiver split out. Good drive again on the ball right there by Caraway. And then Kidd comes in and finishes him off there. But
well, White has good size at 6'3". Nice pass to throw to him.
Well, I'll tell you, Crosby really has also been impressive. May have the strength and arm that Betty has, but his accuracy has just been great.
He is 5'9", Betty is 6'6". Out of cross by Keller Williams out of the backfield. Drives forward to about the 28-yard line.
Kelly Williams got down by number 51.
I'll tell you, I like the way Michael Caraway is coming from that secondary position.
Yes.
I mean, he's coming up, and he's coming up there to tackle people and secure these tackles, and he drives the ball in the pass. And, right there, 3rd and 5, if you can hold one more time, you put Centennial in a situation you have to think about going for it on 4th down and punting the ball or kicking the field goal.
Joseph Espejo there also for Stockdale. 3rd down for the Golden Hawks on the Mustang 29-yard line. Alakepa Crosby running left. Right flow by the defense of Stockdale.
Oh, the flag.
Very high.
And the flag is out.
But it's probably a high tackle. Might be a face masking penalty.
Yeah, I thought he looked like from our angle that he just grabbed his. Oh, no, it could be.
Golden Hawks. It was a shoestring tackle.
Well, he just grabbed him by the back of the jersey and just yanked him down. And we'll see right here.
That could hurt.
You see the pursued by Skills, and Skills just reaches out, yanks him down, and
so a clip is called against the Golden Hawks. 3rd and very long for Centennial at the Mustang 45-yard line.
The Mustang D has to get one more big play right here. You know, and if Centennial, you get the ball maybe 5 yards short, you still might have a chance for be a long field, over 40-yard field goal, but you have a chance to kick one.
Centennial 14, Stockdale 7.
The Golden Hawks 14, the Mustang 7 on field on the side. Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
You're watching the high school football game of the week on Time Warner Cable.
People everywhere are finding relief with Roadrunner High-Speed Online. Let's find out why.
When I had dial-up, I was knocked off while I was shopping online. It steamed me. That bad old pretty tech was hogging the internet. Dwayne couldn't talk on the phone.
Jumping Juniper. You mean you can be on the phone and the internet at once?
No more busy signals. Less earthly confusion.
Don't wait to hear more. Call 323-4TWC today to get free installation. Roadrunner High-Speed Online. Let's go.
Come out with a taco pronto.
Fourth quarter action from Mustang Stadium. Crosby to throw over the middle of the pass. Overthrown complete. Kind of for Kelly Williams at the Mustang 25-yard line.
Number 2, Ryan Kidd, defending.
4th down for the Golden Hawks.
Well, I'll tell you, the Mustang defense has been impressive tonight. That's the 3rd time they've made a big stop. They're only down 7 points. A whole quarter to go, and this is when you want to suck it up. And, you know, one thing I like is the Mustangs, they come off on that sideline, and they have problems. They sit on that board, and they try to figure it out and make adjustments on the run, and that's really a great thing that they do on the high school level there.
Pump by White. Great hang time. Takes a Golden Hawk roll. Inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line. Shelton let it drop for Stockdale. But the Mustangs deep in their own territory, down by 7.
Well, this is where they drove from last time. Went deep in their own territory and went down and punched one in.
Stockdale throwing 40-yard line for Sam Betty and company. Down by 7 to the Golden Hawks. What has been a very hard-hitting, entertaining football game, as is always the case when these two schools meet up. Freeman behind Betty. The ball killing on the cross. Gets up to the 5 and about a yard behind.
That's our man Baker right there on that tackle. I mean, he's the one that's just barely getting Freeman on those one-legged tackles and stopping Freeman from really unleashing some huge runs.
Well, you know, the Golden Hawks up front do not have a lot of size, but they're very quick. Their size in their offensive line. They look at their defensive line. Their guys are about 180 to 200. They move very well.
Well, earlier, Tillemeyer was playing both ways. Right. I mean, and he really...
Steve Freeman, the ball carrier.
There's Freeman again, up to about the 9-yard line. Tillemeyer's in there. They have more size. The other guys have the quickness. They can pursue the ball very well. And you look at Baker, he's always in the backfield.
Yeah, he just uses his quickness to get off the ball. He shoots the gaps. But also, you know, he's strong too. He's physical. I've seen him, you know, hold his ground and then just make a play off of strength as well.
Well, BHS had a guy like that to play the last couple of years. He was about 5'6", 185, had a nice build, very strong. Third down. 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs. Better to throw on his pass. Complete to Scott. That is the first down for the Mustangs. Across the 15-yard line. Muxel on the coverage.
You know, and they used that early in the first half, and have come back to it right here. You roll Betty out, you get a matchup against a linebacker there, and that's just not a match. You know, that's a tough assignment for any linebacker to run with the receiver like that. The receiver's coming in running away from him, and pitch and catch, first down.
Muxel, 6'3", 190, linebacker for Centennial. All with Kevin Porter, Brandon Wigton, Justin Crane, the backers for the Golden Hawks. Better throw play action, looking left now. Fires it incomplete, low. A pass accounted for Shelton.
Yeah, they're trying to tie it in like a little pop pass. It was covered. He made a good choice not to throw it into coverage. Had a man out there and didn't want to take a chance on interception. Throws it right in the front of him in the dirt. And safe play.
Savannah Cam, Alexander, and Vance deep for the Golden Hawks. Now lineman Jeff Baker, Ryan Womack, Ben Davis, Mark Scramaglia. 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Freeman, nice cutback. The great pursuit to the ball by the Golden Hawks. Looked like he had a chance of about 7 more yards. As it gets up to about the 19-yard line,
yeah,
but no more.
Again, Baker's there. He slides off his man and makes a play, grabs him by the leg before Freeman's able to really get going and burst through the hole.
Makes a lot of great tackles around the legs. Really wraps up the running backs very well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's impressive. He wraps up and he holds on. You know, some players, they just try to hit with an arm. He wraps up and secures the tackle.
A lot of games, Freeman will make a lot more yards on a play like that. 3rd down, Freeman again. Comes back against the grain. Here's, I thought, a flag.
Yeah, that leg is in the holding zone,
20-yard line, yes.
Looks like that's
an interior offensive line.
Penalty flag on the play.
That was against Stockdale. As they try to climb out of their own territory. Now 14-7, 9 minutes of play in the game. From Mustang Stadium.
Penalty is declined. That'll bring up 4th down.
They decline a penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, I mean, there's enough time that they're not going to try a 4th down deep in their own territory. You get this 4th down, punt the ball.
I thought they were trying a quick kick. Perez punts it this time. It is a very short punt. And down in Stockdale territory at about the 47-yard line.
I'm telling you, that ball was close to hitting Muxlow right there. He's running down.
Once again, Centennial's in Stockdale territory here in the second half. With a 7-point lead, 14-7. 8-4-1 to play in a ball game. A very fast-paced, quick-moving game.
Well, anytime you run the ball, even when you pass the ball, it's controlled passing. The clock's going to continue to roll.
Crosby from the shotgun. Looking right. Push from the outside. Close to the right side for Seeley. Picked off, I believe, by Caraway. They're saying he did not have possession of it. Michael Caraway, number 24 from the Mustangs.
Right here, Jeff's looking deep the whole time to Seeley's, which has been a big play for him. And you see him right there, he has it, and then we can't see from where we're at.
It was bobbling the ball.
Yeah,
he was
had
going
to bobble
down.
and drop it. But
a little bob and weave.
You know, and this is really where Williams and Montgomery take over games for the Golden Hawks.
2nd and 10. Colin Williams tries to power his way. Pushes forward to about the 43-yard line. Got to get some help. And thanks to his winning mate, Mike Montgomery, on his offensive line. For the Golden Hawks, of course, that would be Billy Hickman, Matt Mettler, Kevin Bean, Justin Manning, Matt Reese. Mustang is down. It'll be number 2. That was Ryan Kidd, defensive back for Stockdale. 5'9", about 175. Being helped off the field. Well, the Golden Hawks 35. Ball Stockdale 43. Receiver wide right. Montgomery at the middle. Busts his way for the first down. Before going back. Hard-nosed football. Stop me if you can.
I mean, he just does a good job of hitting the hole hard. Right here, you see he's hitting the hole hard. He gets contact. He drives. He picks up almost 2-3 more yards just off of driving with one leg wrapped up.
They blast in to Ryan Deckler. And Deckler receives some help from Montgomery, keeping those legs turning. Well, if you'd like a copy of tonight's game, give us a call, 322-1941, 322-1941. Fourth down, Morgan Montgomery, touchdown for the Golden Hawks. Pushing, driving for yardage. Montgomery has been the man on offense for the Golden Hawks.
Well, I mean, he's to me, he's the glue to that whole game because he blocks, he runs, he catches the ball. And tonight, you know, he's doing his thing. He scored 2 touchdowns, 1 big play. And right there, he's picked up the first down on a 3rd and 4th down running play when his name was called.
Little fullback now blocking for Keller Williams. Keller cut back to the 30. Stays on his feet, hit hard, but drives forward to the 25-yard line. So Mike blocks before his running mate Kelly.
Right there, Kelly's going to cut back after Montgomery makes his block. And switches arms, a good job, puts the ball on the outside arm near the sideline. Does a good job of staying in bounds because he knows they're up, they're on the drive, and you want that clock to continue to move. Which I don't know why it stopped, but there it goes.
Jeff Crosby company at the Mustang 25-yard line. Houston in motion for Centennial. Now Michael coming to the 20-15. Fumbles the ball, but it's caught in the air by Golden Hawk. A great break. Did you see that?
Well, I tell you, Houston's in the right place on the right time, and Montgomery gets stuck really good. The ball pops out. See Montgomery right here. We're going to see this ball pop out after...
they stripped him.
Yeah, and it just goes right to Houston. I mean, that's just part of it. Sometimes you got to get the breaks.
It's always good to have a receiver in the area.
Well, that had to be lucky. I mean, really, it's just fortunate to be in the right place at the right time.
Crosby company inside the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Keller Williams to the outside. It should be a touchdown for the Golden Hawks. Keller Williams dives into the end zone.
You know, I mean, they got a good break happen for them, and they capitalized, and they punched it in right there. But, you know, the Mustang defense has nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, they played a solid series right there, and just unfortunately the ball didn't bounce their way when they got the ball knocked out.
Isn't that vintage Keller Williams, though?
Yeah, I mean,
goes up, cuts to the outside, dives.
So he's always moving forward when he makes a move. I mean, and that's what good backs do. I mean, they make that move, and their momentum is always forward.
That'll be a tip and good by Brian Sullivan. Just like that, the Golden Hawks 21, Stockdale 7. With 6:05 to play in the ball game.
Well, right now, Stockdale's definitely going to be in a little bit of a quicker pace to get up to the ball, get their plays off. They need to score, and then get another stop, and then score again. You know, just to bring the ball game to a tie.
Well, remember, in pro football, Chicago scored 3 times in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, and pro football teams work on 2-minute drills, you know, during their practice time, maybe an hour to 2 hours a week, where, you know, in high school you just don't have the time to dedicate to.
Well, the fact is they scored, kicked an onside kick, threw a Hail Mary pass, caught in the end zone at regulation. In overtime, they won on a defensive play. The ball was hit straight up in the air. The DB caught up the 10-yard line, waltzed in.
Yeah, you know, they had 2 weeks in a row, but again, when you practice, they don't, you know, pros practice that kind of stuff. I mean, now whether you're able to execute the Hail Mary, you still practice it. You know, and you also practice your onside kick if you're fortunate to get one. But the drive before that, you have to do a 2-minute drill at some time and do a 2-minute passing offense. And, you know, when are you going to do that in high school? When do you have the time to practice? You just have to go with your base pass game and just try to get there as quick as possible and complete balls and move it up the field.
Sullivan line drives it for Centennial. That's the Mustangs 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Stockdale, down by 14.
And you just got a break right there because you only have to go now 60 yards.
That's right. Let's see what they're doing to have the ball. Tom Bennett at QB for the Mustangs against the Golden Hawk defense. Todd Shelton wide right. Freeman in motion. Better looking right. Pass complete to Shelton, 45. Hit hard and dropped immediately. Inbounds.
Now they have to get up there.
Clock will continue running. Alexander, Porter, Crane, Vance over there.
Right there, Shelton catches the ball, gets as much yards as he can. You know, you like to try to see him get to the sideline and stop the clock, but still got plenty of time. But you know, you have to be a little quicker in getting in the huddle and out of the huddle. You don't want to take the whole 25 seconds at this point in time.
Mustangs have gained over 2,000 yards this year on offense. 2nd and 4. On reverse to Shelton. He will throw back to the quarterback. Incomplete, too low. That would have been tough for a shortstop. Up a back catch.
You know, they were trying to get a little trick play in there. Betty was open for a little bit. And now, you know, you're in 2-down territory now, so you know you're going for it on 4th down. But you're in an area where you only have 3 yards to pick up, so you still have a lot of options to pick this 1st down up.
Third and 3 for Stockdale. They're on 45-yard line. Petty, Steve Freeman cuts up. Has the 1st down, close to midfield. Get those chains moving. 5:01 to play in the ball game.
Now with the clock stopping, with the chains moving, you want to get your play in now. So by the time they set the chains up and they start the clock again, you're ready to go to the line.
So they call about 2 plays in a row, though?
You still got 4 minutes left. You have time. If you can catch the ball and get in, and I don't know if you really want to do that at this level, have them have 2 plays in their head.
Betty from the shotgun looking right. Plenty of time. Fires it over the middle. Complete to Shelton. 1st down. And Golden Hawk territory at the 35-yard line. Nice rifle shot by Sam Betty.
And I like to see them stand this. Right here, Betty at his height, 6'6", he can see all over the field. He's setting back. He knows he has a curl coming up, and he fires a strike right there. Nice. To Shelton right there. Shelton puts the 1st down, and again, they start the clock. You're in shotgun, you go.
At a clock of 4:40. Betty and company. Down from the shotgun. Steve Freeman hitting the backfield and dropped. Womack, number 44, wasn't fooled by that. That will cost Stockdale a lot of time on that running play.
Yeah, you know,
lose about 4 yards.
Yeah, you like to see him stay with the passing game right now because of the clock. You know, you just don't have much time. Because you want to try to give yourself at least 2 minutes because you have onside kick. You have 2 timeouts or 3 timeouts. So you have time if your defense is on the field to make some stops and get the ball back, but you don't want to waste it right now on the ground.
Betty spin out left. Come back to his right, looking for a receiver downfield. Says it from the 45 towards the end zone. Incomplete. No harm, no foul.
Pass intended for Todd Shelton.
The intended receiver was Todd Shelton. Looked like he was bumped just a little bit, but
yeah, and that's a little incidental contact.
On the coverage, Alexander for the Golden Hawks.
Again, they're down to 2 downs.
He definitely has a size advantage on Todd Shelton. 3rd and 13 for the Mustangs. At the Golden Hawk 40-yard line. 3:42 on the clock in this ball game. Centennial 21, Stockdale 7. Frame in motion for the Mustangs. Quarterback keeper. Betty to the 40-yard line. Flag is down. Stays on his feet. Rolls to about the 36.
Well, the flag,
holding against Stockdale.
The flag's going to stop the clock there. You know, again, with
unfortunately, Stockdale's moving back.
Yeah, with 3 minutes and 35, you know, less than 4 minutes to go. You know, I think you're pretty much in a passing situation. You need to get off. This is one thing that I haven't seen in some of the games we've done. I don't see the sideline routes to the outside that you see at other levels where they go to the outside, you catch the ball, you get out of bounds. You know the clock stops on a first down, so you can throw the ball over the middle for a first down. Other than that, you stay on the sidelines and you just continue to catch the ball, step out. So they have to give you one. If they're not going to give you the sideline, that means they're playing you tight. So that means you can go deep on them. So you can only defend one or the other. You can't defend both.
As we look at the Mustangs on the sideline. Down by 14, 3:45 on the clock. At a 3rd and 23 situation. Time is not on their side. Are you in a 2-play situation here?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what packages they have, but this is a situation where you like to see a 3 or 4 receiver package because you can do some combinations with those 2 receivers, one going to the sideline, one going into the middle, and then your backside receiver, that can be your safety valve with a hook, a deep post to clear out for you, or a sideline around the other side.
The Golden Hawks will rush 4. Bet up the long count, looking left, in the back over the middle. This pass, complete to the tight end. Again to the Golden Hawk 34-yard line. That'll be 4th down for the Mustangs. Getting deeper in Centennial territory.
I tell you, Matthew Nichols really has some good hands for a big man. I mean, right here he turns, he finds the ball. Ball a little bit behind him. He stays. He doesn't try to keep running. He stops, catches it. And you got to get to the line. You got 3 minutes. Got to be a little more deliberate, a little quicker in getting in and out of the huddle. But they are doing a decent job on this drive.
Alex Watts got to put his helmet on and get back to the game. Right tackle for the Mustangs. 4th down, 4th and 8. Better to throw. Fires over the middle. Should have been caught. Right through the hands of Todd Shelton, incomplete. It is Golden Hawk ball. He was wide open. He thought about what he was going to do with the ball after he caught it.
Bear does a good job. He's going to roll out to his left a little bit. He sets up. He really throws his hook route well. I mean, right here, he has it, and he just started ready to make his move before he caught it. And, received it on every level, and that's a mistake they make. But, I mean, he's had a great game. He's played hard, so, you're taking nothing away. I mean, just something that happens.
Okay, the Golden Hawks with the ball in their own territory at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, 2:47 on the clock. Up by 14 for the Mustangs. Crosby, Keller Williams. Picking his way up to about the 40-yard line. Kelly driving his legs, bouncing off tackles. Vintage KW style.
Yeah, they're still haven't called timeout. They should have called timeout as soon as he was down.
2:28 on the clock here in the ball game. The Golden Hawks up by 14. Mike Montgomery is our Roadrunner High Speed Online Speedster of the Week, number 34 for Centennial. And Brian Adams will be presenting a plaque and a t-shirt to him after the game. Montgomery with a couple of scores tonight for the Golden Hawks, along with Kelly Williams. He is a fullback for Centennial. He blocks for Kelly Williams. He's a power runner. He also can break tackles and take it long. His 40-yard touchdown run here in the second half kind of propelled the Golden Hawks in the second half. He also had a short run early in the ball game. Talk about the offensive line for the Golden Hawks. Billy Hickman, Matt Bettler, Kevin Bean, Justin Matting, Matt Weiss, and once in a while, Casey Tittlemeyer doing the job up front in the trenches for Centennial. Crosby to Williams. Slips the tackle, has a first down and more. Up to about the 48-yard line. Power running by the Golden Hawks. Kelly Williams, Mike Montgomery. The offensive line and quarterback, Jeff Crosby. Clock at 2:15 to go in the ball game. This is Centennial's game. They will be 6-2-1 and remain unbeaten in the Southwestern Summer League. Next week for the SWI Championship, Centennial North High and Motion Houston. Crosby. It may be in a legal procedure against the Golden Hawks, but time is not on the side of the Stockdale Mustangs, as they're down by 14, 1:55 to go in the ball game. False starts against the Golden Hawks. Dave Boyd, the head coach of Stockdale. Brian Nixon in his first year at the helm for Centennial. This looks to be the third consecutive loss for Stockdale. And they have scored only 17 points in those 3 losses. Mike Montgomery breaks the tackle midfield. A gain of 6 yards for the Golden Hawk fullback. That'll be 2nd and 9. Chad Skeels with the tackle. As you see the run by Mike Montgomery, 34. He has had a great game. Number 34 for Centennial. See how he dragged Skills in that tackle? He has been busting up forward throughout this ball game. Great effort by both teams, the Mustangs and the Golden Hawks. But Centennial came out in the second half with their power football game, and it has worked to perfection for them. Well, the 7-7 game at the half. Nothing for the Mustangs in the final 2 quarters. 14 for Centennial. So Montgomery scores twice for the Golden Hawks. Also a touchdown run by Kelly Williams. Mark Perez caught a touchdown pass from Sam Betty at the first half. Perez was wide open on a blown assignment by the Golden Hawk DBs. 2nd and 9, 1:20 to play in the ball game. Jeff Crosby over the line, midfield. Ball going to Kelly Williams. Driving hard, has a first down for the Golden Hawks. Jumped over a couple of tacklers in the backfield. Wabble forward. Look at this great run. He'll put his head down as he just powers over the Mustang defenders. First down for Centennial out of the Stockdale 41-yard line. I think Crosby will take a knee. As Montgomery, Williams on the offensive line have done their job tonight for the Golden Hawks. They will be 6-2-1. And Stockdale will fall to 5-4 with 1 game left in the regular season. So the Mustangs definitely will have to win next week to have a chance at a wild card selection. The Golden Hawks will play North for the Southwest Summer League Championship next week. North is 3-0 in the league, and the Golden Hawks are 3-0. The final from Mustang Stadium. The Centennial High Golden Hawks 21, the Stockdale High Mustangs 7. You've been watching the Prep Football Game of the Week right here on CNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 31, Digital 106.
You're watching the high school football game of the week on Time Warner Cable.
We have a big family, and it's hard getting together sometimes. Now they get runs on Sundays, we can meet for lunch and do some shopping.
Make life a little easier and ride Get any day of the week.
I love my job, but getting here and home used to be difficult. Now that Get runs later at night and on weekends, my life is a lot easier.
Make life a little easier and ride Get evenings and weekends.
Get here, get there, get everywhere.
Over the years, Time Warner's been delivering you a new perspective on the world, a chance to explore your passions, a way to keep you in touch with your local community, not to mention endless entertainment. With our commitment to quality local service, on-time guarantees, and the best programming available, why would you look to anyone else? Time Warner Cable.
Imagine what's next.
Players ever to play the game. For the third time in a row, they are the world champions.
The network that revolutionized sports television now is redefining sports radio.
We're the only radio show that has a regular staff psychologist perfectly qualified to discuss sports talk radio.
Fox Sports Radio.
We're here once again to present the Roadrunner High-Speed Online Speedster of the Week, and this week it's another Centennial Golden Hawk, Mike Montgomery, as he busted through for about a 30-yard run to really ice the game for the G-Hawks. Mike, we're going to present you with a plaque, High School Speedster of the Week, and also a T-shirt. We want to congratulate you on your effort tonight and your team's victory and winning this award.
Thanks.